What is up, everybody? I am Shadow Ninja, as you guys may already know, considering that you've clicked onto this video. And this is Rage Quit. So today I'm going to be playing Friday the 13th for the second time on YouTube, while also discussing content in the new, like, this looks like it just came straight out of the beta and onto platforms. And hey, that's not all bad and everything, but there are a ton of bugs, a ton of glitches that need to be fixed, like, right away. I mean, like, glitching through doors, certain moves not connecting, certain executions not working right away. I'm not really sure how that works. I'm usually Jason, and I'm walking around with a counselor in my hands a couple good seconds before the actual execution pops up for me to do it, and that can also be very, very... And I walk 2 steps and all of a sudden my execution thing goes away and I'm not prompted to do an execution. She jumps out of my hands with a pocket knife in my neck and I have to stand there for literally a minute and a half to get back up. Like, that's just very frustrating to me, and I don't like that in the game. I do think that they could maybe patch that. It probably wouldn't be a hard thing to patch. I mean, considering that, you know, you have to wait to get certain executions, but the executions that do work, the little prompt blinks on and off, so you kind of have to catch it before it blinks off, at least for me. And this is another problem. Not enough servers, no dedicated servers. I'm literally just sitting here a couple minutes trying to find a game, and then when the game just decides to quit on me and gives up searching for actual matches, it just throws me into a custom match. So I have to sit here and I have to wait for people to show up. Which could also just be people not playing enough of the game. Not a lot of people playing the game, so it just throws me into a server. Which is not all bad, but it happens so often that it just gets really annoying and really tedious, where I have to go back to the main menu and find another game. And even so, when I try to find a game, it will usually say I was kicked by the host, or an error occurred. 99% of the time, I'm lucky if I get a full game in. And I was thinking before, hey, maybe that's just my internet, you know, and the game is still relatively new, so it's going to be wonky anyway. But no, it literally happens all of the time. And I do not like that. So I think if they had dedicated servers and something other than just, hey, a couple people are playing this, so let's just throw you in a match with them. I'm not really sure how the whole matchmaking process works, but I do know it could be better. Alright, as far as the counselors go, I think we're pretty good with the counselors we have right now. I mean, we have a lot of counselors to pick from, and they each got their own special abilities. They have composure, which is basically like how scared they get and how composed they keep themselves. Like this one, obviously, there are characters that have a certain strength in some abilities, but a weakness in other. Like Jenny's obviously got composure maxed out, but she's not the strongest. Then you have her, who's the stealthiest, but she doesn't have a lot of composure and strength, and her repair speed is like ass. So yeah, so I do think that the counselors are all okay. I think that the perk rolling system, where you basically have to roll for perks and you get a certain advantage versus a certain disadvantage, I think that is really cool, because you don't want to make the characters overpowered, but you don't want them to have absolutely nothing. Like, I know there's this one ability where you get to spawn in automatically with a walkie-talkie. Perks like that, I wouldn't mind. Those are pretty cool, but I wouldn't want somebody to re-roll a perk and get a perk where they spawn in with an automatic shotgun or a flare gun or a weapon of some sort. I think that the weapon should be able to just be picked up and found by chance. But anyway, I think that the counselors are pretty good in that aspect. I think maybe they could add a couple different more counselors, like Shelly, or somebody based after Shelly from the Friday the 13th Part 3. I think that would be pretty cool. Or maybe implement something area. Jason comes out of nowhere and mows down this random guy, and everybody goes, "Oh no! Oh man! What's going on?" And they all run into separate directions, and it's 5 minutes later, survive.
I have to escape.
where you basically just have to run to the nearest house, barricade, get as much points as you can before you're eventually slammed down by Jason and fucked from behind, basically. And I think that they could really do a better job with the intros. I mean, we see in the movies, Jason's not the type of guy that will just come out in the open and say, okay, I'm here, kill somebody, and then just walk and go, I'm gonna let them fucking run away for 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go do my own thing. I do think that they could be more creative with it. I'm not saying it's horrible. It's definitely not the worst thing they could have done, but it's, I don't know. And also, you see, like, it's what also ties in with the whole, you know, internet is that this game is very laggy. It's very, you can often, more often than not, see your character jump around the place, and it's just very, very frustrating when I'm in a car and, you know, I just found all the pieces to that car I really wanted. I got in, I have a bunch of counselors with me. Like, earlier today was a prime example. I found all the pieces to the car. I found everything. I started it up. I got a shit ton of points, and I got in the car, I started driving, and then I just started lagging crazy. And I know it wasn't my internet because I was the only one using the internet, and I have pretty okay internet. It's not the worst. Yeah, it's not the best. But anyway, I was just in the car, I was driving, nothing else was going on, nothing too hectic that would make the game. It basically just quit on me, and I started lagging like crazy. What the fuck? Uh-oh. Yeah, I started lagging like crazy. It was very, very bad, and long story short, me and 3 other people died because of my shit driving skills, plus the lag that just kept bouncing me from one side of the map to the other, and it was just very, very annoying. I do think that the maps look great. Everything visually looks good. I mean, there are a couple of bugs with, like, certain characters' hair or something, like when their hair becomes discolored and it kind of renders and it doesn't really render correctly, which I guess is just a little bug that they need to fix. Nothing too crazy. And yeah, but oh shit, as far as the maps go, everything visually looks great. I mean, the characters look great. I do believe that they could have some kind of, the characters' actual movement and their everything could just be touched up a little bit. Like when you're panting on screen, but then you look at your character's face and she's just like staring at you. Like it doesn't. Hey man, what's up? I'm talking about Friday the 13th on broadcast.
I like Friday the 12th.
Aw, shit.
Yeah.
But anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, like when you're looking at a character and she starts panting, and then you finally run out of stamina, you're gonna sit down for a second, and you just want to appreciate the lovely face that is of this black girl that I'm playing as. And she's just looking at the camera. She's not panting. She's not breathing hard. She's not sweating. She's just kind of standing there like normal. And it just feels like that was just like an overlaid, like just an audio that they added in to make it like, okay, you're out of stamina, but we just wanted to add the audio just to tell you that you're out of stamina. But other than that, visuals are pretty good. The Jasons look pretty cool. They just came out with a new retro skin where he literally just fucking turns purple, I guess. I don't know why they did that, but it's cool, I guess. I think that they could add... Ooh, car keys. I think that they could add a lot more different...
I like the car keys.
Oh yeah, me too. I do think that they could add a lot more different alternate skins for the Jasons. Like, there are literally 10 movies, yet we get 5 skins. Like, okay. That's cool and everything, but, like, where's my Jason X skin? Where's my 2009 Jason Voorhees skin? Where's my Freddy vs. Jason skin? Like, it's cool to play a sackhead over here with the fucking pitchfork, with the one eye popping out, but, like, really, it's not, like, come on. We have a trillion different counselors, yet we have 5 Jasons. And I don't want to hear, oh, well, they have to license to certain characters. No, fuck you, because Jason is Jason. He's the same in all the movies. So whatever you have to do as far as license-wise, get it done. Just fucking do what you gotta do and add it into the game. I mean, it's a video game. It's not like they're making an entirely new movie or anything. It's just a video game. So, now that I got that out of the way, we need to talk about the lack of maps. Oh, yeah, that too. But we need to talk about the lack of maps. There are literally 3 maps in this entire game. In the base game, there are 3 maps. There's Crystal Lake, Higgins Haven, and Pakistanian. I don't know what the fuck the map is called, but it's like Packanack. Yeah, Packanack. That's what the fucking map is called.
Packanack.
Yeah, it's literally like, and they look good, you know, they're pretty big, and they have a very, very good likeness to what was in the movie. And oh shit, there's Jason. Why are you coming after me, Jason? Why? What's your beef with me?
Oh god.
Is Jason seriously? Did he seriously just fucking put a bear trap on the car? That's shitty, bro. Don't do that.
Yeah, bro.
He put a bear trap on the fucking car. So you know what? Fuck you. I'm not going to do that.
Come on, bro. Let's go, bro. Bruh.
Bruh.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, look at that. I'm literally stuck in here, Jason. You don't have to do shit to me. Another issue that I think is very, very, oh god, is the fucking, you know, when Jason has to break down a door. In some skins, it takes like literally 5 hits for Jason to break down a door. But it also makes up, if you last long enough in the game as Jason, you get this rage ability where you can literally just walk through the doors. But it doesn't make sense to me, because Jason's not really an angry guy. It's not like he has to, you know, Incredible Hulk rage. And what am I doing? I'm literally just fucking... Hey, Jason.
You better just fucking... cool.
It's not like I have to literally turn into the Incredible Hulk to get Jason's abilities. Like, I should just be able to take down a fucking door in a couple swings, not literally 6 swings. The base Jason, the base Jason literally gets 6 swings on a door, and then he just fucking breaks it down. And I mean, like, when you're in a rage, you fucking just walk through the doors like it's nothing. Like, I kind of think, like, why didn't he just do that before? Like, that doesn't make sense to me, and I hope that they actually give Jason a little bit more strength with certain suits, because when they make him powerful in some suits rather than in... Oh, Shadow. Ah! No. No, no. When they make him powerful in some suits other than the others... Oh my god. See, I'm lagging out right now. It's horrible. It's horrible. The fucking game is literally so bad right now. I'm gonna die. You see, people, the reason... Oh, there's a moth in here. What the fuck? I'm gonna punch it. The reason that needs to be changed. That is really just something that brings the game down and just makes it more annoying than fun when you die in a really fun way. I mean, I just got hung onto a fucking coat hanger. But I couldn't see it, and I couldn't enjoy and laugh about it. Instead, I am fucking pissed off because I died in a completely bullshit way. I just lagged out. And it's not like it just happens once in a while. This literally happens every 5 minutes, and the duration of the lag is just awful. It fucking sucks! But that is a simple thing that they could just fix. And I literally just installed, like, a new update. So, like, I'm still having the same problems as last time.
Me too.
And literally, okay, this is another problem. Oh my god, there are so many problems in this game. People that literally just sit there the entire round. Some characters have a higher stealth ability than others. Some characters, if they even walk, it alerts Jason like from a mile away. Like the girl that I was playing, not the best character to play as because she has a lot of stamina, but it also trades off in a lot of stealth. So when she runs or jogs or walks, it alerts Jason and it brings up a big bubble near my character that says, "Hey, she's right fucking here. She's right here." But there's this guy who's literally crouching throughout the entire map, and he's on the edge of the map, basically just saying, you know what, fuck this, I'm just going to sit here and camp the whole map. Like, I know that they can't make it impossible for the campers to survive and everything, and they have to have hiding spots, but maybe the campers should only not be seen when they're in hiding spots, like when they're in the porta potty, because it has like a bubble thing. What? What the fuck happened? Did he leave? Did he leave?
Yep.
So when you run or walk or jog or anything, move in certain ways, your character will emit a bubble on the mini-map where your character is, basically saying that Jason can see you, and the size of the bubble is kind of like how far away Jason can see you. Like if the bubble's big, then Jason can see you halfway across the map. But if the bubble's small, you're not going to be noticed. But if you literally just crouch your way through the entire map for the whole fucking time, Jason will not see you. And it doesn't fucking make sense because Jason is supposed to see everything. Even the people that are hiding. You see in those movies where Jason is literally just sitting there waiting for a guy when he's like crawling through the woods and he's like, oh my god, what I'm gonna do? And then all of a sudden you see him come out of nowhere and fucking take the girl and throw her up against a tree and stab her in Freddy vs. Jason. It was fucking awesome. But in this game, you can so much as just crouch and you'll be invisible to him for the entire match. It's fucking insane. I think maybe you should have like a small bubble on your mini-map that says, okay, he's here, but since he's crouching, he's not going to be that noticeable. And only when he's in a porta potty or under a bed or in a closet, then he should be completely invisible. That's probably like the only way I would do that. But you know, what are you going to do? It's probably not something they're going to change. It's just a little thing that kind of annoys me. But anyway, I'm not going to pick the black girl because she's fast as hell, but she's not very stealthy. Like this girl, she's very stealthy, which means that I can practically run and a small bubble will emit on the mini-map, which basically means that Jason can't really see me, but I'm noticeable somehow. Like I said, they have 5 Jason skins. They have the base one where it's just him in his fucked up vision. They have Jason Goes to Hell. They have Jason in Manhattan. They have some weird Jason with a spear. And then they have Sackboy Jason with the fucking bag over his head. And each character has certain strengths and weaknesses. Like one Jason, he can't swim underwater very fast, but he can grab onto a counselor and it'll take more button mashing to get out of the grip. One character, Jason, can break down doors faster, but he also is not the strongest when he's fighting against the counselors. You can either choose to grab the counselor, pick her up, you know, go over to a highlighted area in the map and do an environmental takedown, or press square and triangle, 0 or X on the Xbox, whatever the fuck the buttons are, and do an execution like that. Or you can literally just stab her over and over again, throw knives, or put bear traps to hurt the counselors. And like, that's not a bad idea, but I think that Jason should have a little bit more. Maybe Jason could have throwable objects where you see it in one movie, he literally just picks up a spear and throws it, throws the pitchfork, and the guy's like, oh, he's impaled, he's on the rocks, and then Jason goes over and fucking stabs him, and it was awesome. Like, there are no throwables in this game other than the knives, which are kind of fucking cheesy. Like, there are so many things. Like, Jason can literally pick up the machete that the counselor just dropped and throw it at the counselor and kill the counselor. Yeah, that might be a little bit overpowered, but I'm just kind of thinking, like, Friday the 13th, that's kind of the shit that happens in those movies. I mean, kinda. Alright, so I talked about the maps, but not really. So the maps, I would kind of like to see more. Like I said, there are 3 base maps, and this game is very early in its stage, so not a whole lot of content coming out off the bat, but I would like to see the Nightmare on Elm Street map, you know, kind of just like Nightmare on Elm Street, like the Elm Street. Maybe a Jason DLC. I mean, like, a Freddy vs. Jason DLC where you get, like, Freddy and Jason both on the same map, but with like a shit ton of counselors, and Jason and Freddy have to literally just compete for kills. They can either work together, they can fight each other, like the counselors can trick them into fighting each other for more points, or they can just like work together and kill all the counselors, and that'll be the end. But it can only be exclusive for that map or that game mode or anything. That would be cool. That'd be nice. I wouldn't mind that. And of course, I know they're going to add Jason X. They've already said they were going to add Jason X or something, and they were also going to add single player, which was basically just versus AI, like Star Wars Battlefront Skirmish, which is kind of shitty, but like what can you do, because you can't change the game completely by making a single player campaign, and you can't also make it so similar that it's like the fucking same game but just against AI. They are going to have challenge modes and little story cinematic clips and stuff, and maybe when they make the cinematic clips they'll change the fucking rendering on the hair. They'll change the rendering on the hair, because the hair is so bad. It's like Chewbacca hair from Star Wars Battlefront Barrett. That shit was bad. Oh, my friend left the party. What happened? Like, this character doesn't have a lot of stamina, but when I jog, I'm not really that noticeable. You see that little bubble on the map? It kind of just says Jason can see me, but not really. But when I run, bigger bubble. But the bigger bubble doesn't come up as often. Go. What? Another very bad connection problem. When the host leaves, okay? When the host leaves, everybody leaves. In For Honor, you have the system where if you have a host, which basically is like literally the host of the game, all of the gameplay feeds off of this host and is supported by the other connections and stuff. When this host leaves, the connection kind of gets fucked up a little bit, but it also changes over to another player so that they can be the host and the game can still continue and the game won't completely shut down. That is good. I like that system in For Honor, but in this game, if the host leaves, like rage quits or anything like that, then your game is screwed. Everybody in the lobby leaves. Nobody gets the points. It's like basically if you're playing as that shitty 12-year-old player that's like, oh, I keep getting killed. Oh man, I'm tired of this game, but I'm the host. I'm just gonna fucking be a dick and I'm gonna leave and that Jason's not gonna get any points. Yeah, I don't fucking like that at all, because that happened to me so many times. I was about to get the Tommy Jarvis trophy where you have to kill all 7 counselors and Tommy Jarvis. Like, that shit was hard for me to do, and I was on to the last kill. I picked up the last guy and the host left the game. Now granted, it might not always be because of, you know, just a stupid kid being spiteful. It may be somebody else's connection, but you do realize that if one person leaves and it happens to be that host, everybody leaves and nobody gets that point. It's really bad. I don't like it. I think that they can also change it up like that. And oh my god, the sessions. Oh my god, I'm literally sitting here for a minute. Like, it takes too long to create a session. Ugh. I do know that there was this exclusive Jason skin. It was Savini skin, who was made by Savini himself just for this game, and it was so cool. It was like a demon Jason mask with like glowing fire eyes, and there was ashes and ember coming off of Jason as he walked, and he had like a fire pitchfork, and it was just amazing. But they released it only for people who donated to the game or pre-ordered the shit. Like, really? Guys, we are talking about a game that just came out of the alpha stage, into the beta stage, into the fucking console stage, and they're like, hey, give us money and we'll give you a skin. And people were like, okay, sure, yeah, the skin looks fucking great. But then Sony accidentally released the skin as a DLC for like $5 or something. And it was only for a half hour. For 30 minutes, people were able to buy this skin without donating to the actual people that made this game or anything, or having to pre-order it. And people jumped on that shit like fucking wildfire, and people bought it all around. It was PlayStation exclusive, and people bought it all around, and people were so excited to finally obtain the skin. But a half hour later, it went away. And me, a player like me, and a good amount of other players, not being able to access this game because, you know, money, actual like life gets in the way, and you have to pay for things. You don't have, you know, $40 to just throw away on a Friday the 13th game. No matter how fun it may be, like, it's still $40, and you don't want to also throw away an extra, you know, $6 for a fucking skin, which, you know, is definitely worth the money, but like now that they actually have the skin, people have the skin, and you know, PlayStation was like, oops, sorry, we accidentally fucking, you know, released this, sorry, we're just gonna take it away from you now. But everybody that has the skin, oh yeah, they still have it because they paid for it, but like the rest of you that didn't even know about this mishap, yeah, fuck you, you're not getting the skin. Like, it should just stay as DLC, or they should just at least make a patch, you know, giving, you know, a different skin to the players. Like, I kind of felt like we got gypped over a lot when we found out that there was a Savini Jason skin, a skin that was just, it was just made up for this game, and it looks so good, and it looks so original, and it kind of, you know, when I see somebody with that Savini skin, I'm like, oh my god, I hope he's Jason. Like, I hope I'm not Jason, so I can see that Jason walk around and start killing people. Like, it just looks that good. And now that it's not even available for us, like, come on, why can't you just make, you know, just make more skins? Just make more skins, and, you know, make original skins. It doesn't have to be from the movies. It doesn't have to be picture perfect. It doesn't have to be movie accurate. I think that's kind of, I think movie accuracy in games, yes, fuck this. Movie accuracy in games really gets in the way of a game's creativity. Like Star Wars Battlefront, that game was straight out of the movie. I don't care what you say. You know, a couple things were tweaked, a couple things were added, like Sullust and the survivors of Endor, and, you know, the factories of Sullust. Those were added for creativity. And Scarif, you know, there were a couple little things here and there that were added that weren't in the movie, but EA just went straight for movie accuracy. Basically said, fuck creativity, fuck things that aren't canon, we are just going to completely make a Star Wars game. And that wasn't bad, but they also sacrificed content for movie accuracy. And when you're playing a Star Wars game, you're not going to look at every corner of the map and compare it to the screens on the movie and say, oh, this is not placed in the right way, this is not this is not that, when, you know, they sacrificed the single player campaign and the fucking Clone Wars. And now we have to buy a completely separate game to get the Clone Wars. But I'm not complaining because the game looks fucking fantastic, and I'm going to have so much fun playing it. But this game kind of does a similar thing. It trades in movie accuracy for content. And this is, like I said, it's a very, very early game. This game came out just a couple weeks ago, so I really have no room to bash it or anything. This game is fun and everything, but I just feel like it's overly repetitive. I mean, if you're a counselor, what do? You run around, you find a house, you get a weapon, you get some car keys, you get a battery, you get this, you get that, you get a shotgun, you call Tommy Jarvis, call the police, this, that, and then maybe you'll live. And then you walk out of the match with like 1,000 XP. Like maybe. If you do really well. But, I just feel like that's it. And if you're Jason, obviously the game's going to be completely different. You're going to be just running after counselors the whole time. You're going to get frustrated because some of the skills in this game are kind of broken, like the shift ability where you get to basically teleport, but it's not like the morph ability where you just pick a place to teleport. Shift is basically like you become invisible and you see where you go, you move around the map, and it has a certain time before it brings you back to your actual form. And that ability is cool and everything like that, and it actually adds immersion and like stuff, and it can cause for really funny scenarios like chasing counselors, and all of a sudden the counselor's like, oh shit, you're behind me, I didn't see you there, and you grab him and you kill him, and it's fucking satisfying as hell. But I think that's where the immersion and the difference stops between the two, like between the gameplay. Because like I said before, if you have constant just a 3-map rotation and all the intros are the same, I wish there was an option to skip like the intro. You know, in like Overwatch when they had the Uprising DLC, they had 6 players and there was a big cinematic, like almost like a cinematic opening, and they gave you guys the option to skip it if everybody skipped it at the same time. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's that's an option that I would like in the game, just because it's like the same fucking thing. If it was different, or if the scenarios were randomized, you know, I wouldn't mind it, but like, oh god, it's the same thing. Jason walks down, guy's walking down, he's like, hey guys, how you doing? Jason stabs him in the back, everybody freaks out, they go their separate ways, and then 5 minutes later, survive. That's it. And like I said in the movies, Jason's not the type of guy that would say, oh hey, I'm here. So, the dog.
Food.
I know.
Get out.
Chunk. Damn. Like, Jason's not the type of guy that would just say, oh, okay, I'm here, so you guys just go and run, and I'll hang out for 5 minutes, and I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. It doesn't make sense that, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, when you're Jason and you come out of the open and kill that one guy, you spawn in Pamela's shack, and she's talking to you throughout the whole game, and she's like, don't let them kill me, Jason. Don't. You need to make them pay for what they did. Like, that's cool and everything, but it kind of gets annoying sometimes where after every kill she says something like, yes, Jason, yes, kill from other. Like, that's just fucking annoying sometimes. Or whenever he gets stunned, somebody shoots him in the face with a shotgun, she goes, you can't ever die. You'll die. No, you'll die. Like, that's really annoying. And I do think that the Pamela sweater, when you go into the shack, you get Pamela's sweater, you put it on, and then Jason comes around, you get to stun him. I think that is a really cool nod to the second movie. Yeah, the second movie. That's a really cool nod to the second movie. And there is a way to kill him in this game. I just wish that there was more ways to kill him, like it could vary on different maps. Basically, the way to kill him is you have to knock his mask off, which you can do by what?
Why is she hiding?
Oh no, it was Indy. I saw him do it. Right? I saw him shit all over the place. Nina's hiding though, because she thinks she's in trouble. Basically, how you kill him is you gotta knock his mask off. The easiest way to do it is if you pick up a machete and you just swing at his.
Playing this stupid game too?
Mom, I'm doing a video game review here.
What?
Doing a video game review on YouTube. You hit him in the face a couple times with the machete or anything, but the machete works best. And his mask comes off. I don't know if you have to actually pick it up, but there is an option to pick it up. It is also a trophy. Chunk.
You trying to be cute?
There's also a way to pick it up, and it's a trophy. Mom. And then you have to go into Pamela's shack. You have to be a girl. You have to put on her sweater, and then you call in Tommy Jarvis, which means that somebody has to die, and then they come back as this NCP or this character that was in the movies, but now he's all grown up because in the movies he was a kid. I don't know what the fuck. And basically, you have to stun Jason with his mask off, and then you have to hit him. He goes on his knees, and then Tommy Jarvis has to go with a machete up behind, and he slices fucking Jason's face off. And it's never happened to me before, but I've seen it so many times, and I just wish that there were different ways of killing him. Like, literally in the Friday the 13th remake in 2009, they put Jason through a blender, and it was really gross. And they don't have any different ways of taking him down, which I think was a real waste, but, you know, they have time to make this game better, because oh my god, the glitch is also, I'm glitching through walls all the time. As Jason, I don't want to go up to a camper's hut where somebody's hiding and I smash a window, and then the people are like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna hide behind the window because Jason can't come through or anything, like in Friday the 13th Part 2, where he literally jumped through the window and grabbed the girl and ripped her through the window and supposedly killed her or something. But that doesn't happen. No, Jason just decides that he doesn't want to go through the windows because, you know, he has to pay for that shit at the end of the match. I don't know. But, oh God. Please change that, whoever made this game. I don't know who you are, but I will find you. and that will make you change this fucking thing. Because Jason, I do feel like it does kind of make a balance. It kind of makes it fun where you have to find a different way to lure the people out, and then you have to kill them, but it's kind of unrealistic. At least make an excuse why Jason can't jump into a window and instantly fucking rip somebody out. You can. Is he pissing? He was. Oh, my dog is pissing and shitting all over the place. I do think another thing that could be really changed is the amount of time that Jason is stunned by a fucking counselor. Like, you think that if Jason was gonna get hit in the face by a wrench, he wasn't gonna stop for 5 seconds, and he wasn't gonna be like, ow, that really hurt, let me think about that for like 5 seconds before I get back up. No, Mom, I get it. Yeah, I know she has to die, but I really gotta think about this wrench that I just took to the face. This 6-foot-tall monster got hit in the face with a wrench. Do you think that he's just gonna stop and think about it? This guy's an autistic 6-foot monster, just walking around killing people. And like, no. Oh no. Like, even with a flare gun, I think that maybe your vision should blur with a flare gun, but you shouldn't just ultimately stop moving or stop. I do get it. Somebody shot Jason with a shotgun. He has to fall down. You have to button mash to get back up. You know, it's kind of the same as if you got grabbed by Jason as a counselor and you have to button mash to get out of his grasp. I get that and everything. I think that's kind of cool. If you get shot, you don't just die like a fucking normal person, because Jason's not a normal person. But, you know, when I get hit in the head with a wrench or hit in the knees with a wrench, I'm kind of like, really, dude? Did I really stumble because of that? Did I really take a swim in the almighty pain pool? One small thing that I would change, I know I'm saying that I would change a lot of things because I would change a lot of things, and I do realize it's not easy to change things and to please everybody and make a perfect Friday the 13th game, but when a game has been in the making for 4 years and then it has just been released and it has a lot of problems and a lot of like weird things going on in the game, like, oh, like, why the fuck are there just, like, why can't Jason pick up a weapon and throw it at a counselor? I don't know. But anyway, I do realize it is hard to make a good Friday the 13th game, because there are so many things that you have to implement into the game to make it realistic and to make it like the movie. But my advice to them would just not completely go off of ooh, look, first aid. Don't go completely off of the movie. Don't make, like, you can make the settings and all of the maps and stuff based off of the movie, but add a little creativity. Let us have a couple Jason skins that we've never seen before. A couple Jason skins that are not before. Like, make some weird ass Jason skins that nobody's ever seen before. Make something like that. And, you know, make it interesting. Make a couple new characters. Make some old characters. Make, you know, the game is not crap. The game is not crap. It is a lot of fun to play, and there are a lot of different things that you can do. You can escape from the police, you can call Tommy Jarvis and he can help you kill Jason, or you can wait it out, or, you know, you can escape from the car or the boat by, you know, by fixing the boat in the car, and the parts are randomly scattered across the map. Like, it is a lot of fun, but there are certain things that just nag at the player, like reminding them that this could be more than it is right now. Like, but I'm using Star Wars Battlefront as an example a lot, but look at that game. It started off as just Battlefront. It was just, here's a couple maps, here's a couple guns, here's a couple heroes, play with it for a while, and we're gonna add shit more soon. We're gonna add more shit soon. And then it became so much bigger. They made a Bespin DLC with Sullust and the Factories of Sullust. They added more heroes. Like, they added 6 new heroes. They had more maps. They had more everything. They had different game modes. They had the Death Star. Then they came up with, you know, after the Death Star was Rogue One, and before the Death Star was Bespin. And it was just fucking, it was just amazing. but then we also realized that we had to pay for each and every individual DLC. If we already had to pay a good chunk of money for this game, I think that what comes after this should be free, or at least very, very low price. Like, if you're gonna come out with a Nightmare on Elm Street map with like Elm Street and a couple new characters based on Nightmare on Elm Street, with a Freddy DLC as a playable character, which I know they're probably not, because, you know, licensing, and they have to get the license for Freddy Krueger, and, you know, I get that, but don't make it for $20, you know, or don't have like microtransactions for like different perks and different, like, don't make like a loot box system like in Overwatch or Injustice, because I kind of like playing the game and just getting points and rolling for perks. I don't want like the, oh, you can get the gold perk pack or the uncommon perk pack or the epic perk pack. Like, fuck no, don't do that. Don't make it like every other game, because I know Star Wars Battlefront 2 is going to do that. They're going to have loot boxes, and you're going to have traits that are gonna be like, some people are gonna have better traits than other people, and that's cool and everything, but like, no microtransactions for this game, because in reality it is a very small game. It's just Friday the 13th, and it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be just played and not taken very seriously. It's not supposed to be like this serious horror game that, you know, everybody's gonna be scared of. It's not gonna be a Resident Evil. It's just gonna be a clunky little project, but I hope that they make more and build on it so that it becomes more than just a clunky little project. Ooh, a pocket knife. I can do that. So I have car keys, pocket knife. Like, I do think this game has a lot of potential to be something more than it is now. Like, they already said they're coming out with... Ooh, shit. Jason's here. I do like it how you can hear other counselors like choking, and it's like, oh shit, gotta get out of here, because, you know, Jason's coming. But also at the same time, like, why can't you add Jason Takes Manhattan map, where you're literally just in the city? Oh shit. Like, I would love a map where you're just in the city. Like, just in the city. It would be very cool. It would be a very new vibe. Oh shit. It'd be a very new vibe. And oh shit, I dropped my... I don't like how you just drop things in this game. I kind of think it's like, oh really? Like, you just fucking drop that? But it does make sense, because now I don't have a fucking flare gun, and I'm sad. But anyway.
Oh my god. What
and
happened?
I do like how they added the fear factor of, like, you see dead people and your character gets scared, and it adds to your, like this fucking guy just died. I do like it that you can have the ability to fight back against Jason. But as you can see, I'm gonna fucking die. You can have the ability to fight back against Jason. You can defend yourself, but he'll only be stunned for a certain amount of time before, oh shit, before this happens. Oh no. No, don't do it, Jason, no! But fuck me in the ass. Ugh. I'm gonna cry. No, not really, but it is fucking horrible. It's fucking horrible when you have to literally just wait 12 minutes for the round to end. You know, I think maybe if they didn't have a good host system, once you died, you would just get your points and leave. You know, unless you were Tommy Jarvis, because once Tommy Jarvis comes in, you know there's absolutely no way that, you know there's absolutely no way you're going to get revived or you're going to come back. So you literally have to sit here until everybody dies or until something happens where the game, or you have to wait until the game ends. And it's just really, really hard to sit here and I'm like, okay, I'm only getting 500 XP for this. Do I really want to wait literally 12 minutes until everybody dies? And there are a good amount of people still alive. There's like 5 or 6 different people still alive. And I just don't want to have to wait. Especially if you're like the first one dead. That shit sucks when you're the first one dead and nobody calls in Tommy Jarvis. But when Tommy Jarvis is called in, it should just like take you back to the main menu, give you your points, put you in a different group. Or it should give you like, hey, do you want to stay in this lobby? And if you press yes, then you're going to have to be forced to play, you know, through the 12 minutes. But like, if you say no, you should just be able to leave. Like once you're dead, or once you have been Tommy Jarvis and then you die as Tommy Jarvis, you should just fucking like, you know, they should give you that option as well. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I just don't like sitting here and watching other people die and getting more points than me. Maybe I just don't like that. But yeah, everything else in this game is pretty much good. And, you know, like I said, the different ways, you know, to handle situations like going in police cars or killing Jason himself or calling Tommy Jarvis or escaping via car, it's just really cool. It does give you a lot of things to do. It keeps you busy. It keeps you, like, it's not just like hide and go seek for 10 minutes. You know, it's not like that. It's more than that, and the characters are pretty cool. Some of their facial expressions are funny as hell, and I just really hope that we get more stuff soon. I just really hope, like, they can be said for a lot of games, but I think that impatience is a gamer's biggest enemy, because, you know, people come out with this good stuff, like in Injustice. They came out with 3 new characters, but I'm still waiting on that fucking Sub-Zero. I love Red Hood and everything, don't get me wrong, but Sub-Zero, I want to play as Sub-Zero, and they're like, no, we're not going to release him yet because, haha, you know, we can do that shit, and it's horrible.
Please.
And I would really like to play a single-player campaign just as Jason fucking everybody up, you know? Like, make the AI, like, sort of like people, but not, like, so smart, like they're gonna literally just play Ring Around the Rosie with you over a solid object until the timer goes out. Like, don't do that, but, like... Oh, shit! What the fuck?! Like, I almost don't like playing as Jason in this game because there is a lot of pressure to just kill a lot of people, because that's the only way you're going to get points. In this game, you get points for literally doing everything. Pick up a weapon, get 10 points. Lock a door, get 5 points. You know, spray the medicine on you, get 5 points. Find a car part, get 5 points. Fix a generator, get 50 points. I mean, like... But as Jason, the only way you're going to get kills is if you kill things. And that's just gonna be it. And it also makes you not want to play as Jason. It's just the game's mechanic. There's nothing you can do about that, because it just wouldn't make sense if you got points for breaking down a door, 5 points for breaking down a door. You know, it wouldn't make sense. It would just be like they were giving you points. But yeah, I had to check something real quick. But yeah, Tommy Jarvis, also, let's talk about Tommy Jarvis for 1 second. This guy was called by the camp counselors. He was on the radio. They said, bring a gun, Jason's back. You know, you would think that this kid who's traumatized by Jason as a young boy would know what Jason is capable of, and he would bring more fucking ammo. Tommy Jarvis brought a shotgun with 1 bullet. Or 1 slug, and it pisses me off because you're supposed to be prepared for this shit. It's like literally, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, oh no, somebody's in my house, come help me, but you bring like a BB gun. And they're like this 6-foot tall fucking monster that talks to his mom in his sleep. It really, like, pisses me off that Tommy Jarvis is not more prepared. Like, make him almost overpowered. To me, when I'm playing as Jason and I see Tommy Jarvis, I'm like, oh, just another counselor, but he's got a shotgun. Like, oh yeah, he can run fast and he can, you know, he has more health and he's stronger than most people, but, like, that's it. But he is also the key to beating the game by killing Jason. So it's kind of like you would want to go after him first, but he's so easy to kill. Like, he runs fast. That's nice. A couple other characters in this game run fast. He is literally just a mixture of all the characters and all their traits. He's like the ultimate character, but he's not though. Like, maybe if you really wanted to make Tommy Jarvis like like prepared is if you give him, like, they already give you a walkie-talkie, they give you a map, he comes prepared with a map and a walkie-talkie, give him a spray bottle, give him a pocket knife, and give him, I don't know, like, fill up his three slots and give him a shotgun with like 2 bullets or something. A shotgun with 2 bullets would be nice. I don't know. Make his grip, yeah, see? Like, make Tommy Jarvis's grip also a little bit better so that he won't, like, don't make a pocket knife the only way you can take out Jason. Because when somebody calls in Tommy Jarvis, that's like a give that player an extra boost, but don't make him so overpowered that he's just going to be able to kill Jason with a shotgun blast. Yeah. I think that's basically it for this content review, and well, the lack of content.
Like that asshole?
The voice lines in this game are funny as hell when they're calling the police and they're like, "It's not a prank! Jason's risen from the grave! It's not a prank! Oh my god, help us!" I think that's funny as shit because it's just so Friday the 13th. It's like, oh my god, this is cheesy as fuck, but in the best way possible, because that's what this game is based after, just the cheesy horror movie. And the executions are fucking awesome. Like, there's one execution where you literally just punch somebody's head off. Like when Jason Takes Manhattan, that one boxer guy, I can't remember his name, was beating up Jason for literally like 5 minutes, and Jason was standing there just taking all the punches, and then the boxer guy gets all tired and he's sweating and he's like, "Okay, so now your turn." And then Jason fucking punches his head and knocks his head off of a fucking building and just decapitates him with one swing. Like, I think like this game does do a good job of paying homage to the other films by their executions, but not so well in the skins. Yeah. The skins can be a little bit more diverse. The Jason Goes to Hell skin is obviously the skin that... What the fuck is this Jason doing? It's the skin that all the players want because you have to be... It's like level 31. You get certain skins at certain levels. You have to level up, and there is like a leveling up system for the counselors too. Like, you level up to... Wow, is he the only one alive? Oh, shit. It's like you level up to level 20, you get this Jason. 25, you get this Jason. And 31 is obviously the max for the Jasons as of right now. You get to level 31 and you get the Jason Goes to Hell skin, which I guess everybody wants other than the Savini skin. And then after that, it's just like... After level 31, there's really no reason to level up anymore, other than the fact that there are costumes in this game, or different suits, different customized outfits for the counselors. But like, in the retrospective things, like, who really cares about if like my shirt is fucking green or not? I would rather have a lot more customizing options for Jason and all that stuff in different, maybe a couple different executions than in counselor outfits, because you know, when you think about it, you have to get to level fucking 94 to get the outfits. And I mean, I'm not going to play the game, I'm not going to just play this game so I can get the counselor skins, because that shit gay as fuck. Let's see if there's a purple outfit. Nope, no purple. That shit gay as fuck. Ah, shit, I fucked it up. But anyway, guys, that is my review. I know I've ranted long enough, so I'm going to let you go about your day. And as always, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and check out my other... Oh, fuck, I did it again. Please subscribe if you guys want to see more of my channel. And if you guys are already subscribed, check out my other videos. I also play Bloodborne. I play Dark Souls 2 and 3 with my friend Marshall. I also play Star Wars Battlefront, and I'm going to be playing a lot of Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it comes out. I mean, like, I'm just going to be playing that game forever. I'm not sure if I'm going to be broadcasting anything, but I am going to be playing it a lot, so if I don't upload a lot of things, then you guys probably won't notice because I don't have a lot of subscribers anyway. But anyway, Friday the 13th, as of right now, I would give it like a I would give it like a 6.4 out of 10. Kind of above average, but the only reason why it has this much of a rating as of right now, like, I'll do another video when it has more content and more stuff, and I'll re-rate it and everything, but as of right now, it gets a 6.4 out of 10 because the game is fun. It does capture the likeliness of playing as Jason and the counselors, the fear factor that comes into it, the different ways you can take down Jason or evade him, you know, the whole thing of, oh, I don't want to go into the water because I'm afraid he's just going to pop out of nowhere and fucking drown me. I think that is fun, and I might be playing as Jason, actually. Wow. So maybe, if I am Jason, I won't go yet. I'll actually, nope. But anyway, guys, thank you, as always, for watching this gameplay / review / rant / prediction. And I will see you next time. Have a good day and a good night.